I kind of want to switch gears here. A lot of times it's episode 8. We really mixed up. This episode 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm sitting here with my co-host Slimmy. And I'm Latasha Marie. You know about what's in today's world. So remember, you can subscribe. Switch gears here. A lot of times in relationships, especially relationships that are on the decline, a lot of people think that sex can save a marriage. Welcome back, y'all. We are in episode 3 of I'm Just Saying season 2. Woo!
Already.
Right. Okay, maybe I'm the only one excited. But
yeah, I'm excited.
Well, if you're excited, you gotta say woo!
I'm cool. So.
Just leave me out there. That's messed up. Okay, so I'm your host, Latasha Marie, and this is the one and only Slimmy, the best host on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Awesome, y'all. Let me tell you, we got a few good things to talk about today. But before I go into that, make sure you subscribe on the bottom right-hand corner, and make sure you go to our description box down below and click on our Patreon link. Support, finance. You know, just contribute the best way you can, okay? Please. So we love y'all, and we're back again. So what we're going to talk about today is love enough? Is it enough to just be in love and love the person that you're with and have all these endorphins just freely, you know, running through your veins and just being like a breath of fresh air? Like, is that enough, or is it not enough? And so I'm going to let Slimmy go ahead and
I'm saying,
get us warmed up with that.
Well, I feel it used to be enough until Facebook and Instagram came after that. You know,
Why? Wait a minute. So what's Facebook and Instagram? What is that?
Cause ain't no love on there. It's just all about lust and money and what people can get and what they can see. So now I don't think love is enough no more.
Okay. As far as, okay, how can we tie that in with online dating too? Because a lot of times, a lot of people meeting their spouses and mates and husbands and wives on, you know, different dating websites. Yeah. So, I mean, would you be able to even say that that's enough too? I mean, because it started off on a digital note. And I know you said with Facebook and Instagram, you know, it took the love out of it and it put the lust in it, or it made lust more priority. Yeah,
dude. You know what I mean? The online dating thing, for those who going on them online dating things, that's different than Instagram and Facebook. You know what I mean? But online dating, that means you actually have to date. But everybody knows creeps everywhere. Exactly. So,
I was just gonna say that, you know what I mean? With online dates, you know, the websites, you have to deal with being catfished. I mean, for those who doesn't know what being catfished is, it just simply means somebody's put up a fake profile picture, falsified information online, pretending to be something or someone that they're not. You meet them and they have like 10 kids and a beer belly, and they told you that they were slim and, you know,
had that waist trainer on, no waist trainer, you know.
Right. So
she trying to train it.
So don't pay him no mind. Crazy. So yeah, I mean, I just feel like in my opinion, I don't think love is enough. I don't think it's enough to love me, because you can love me and still lie to me. You can love me and still cheat on me. You can love me and still not be a go-getter, not be a leader, a head of household. You can love me and still not be goal driven. and focused on growing and going to higher heights. So I feel like in a relationship, at least for me, I can only speak for myself, it's not enough. I mean, if I love you, I can love a cat, I can love a dog, I can love, you know, anything. So it's not enough to love. It's not enough.
No, that's true. But okay, another person, he can have money, he can have cars, and he can give you all this, and he don't even love you, but he just give you the things, the material things that you like, and so therefore, you know, you would think that it's love because he blessing you with so much, and after that, you know, as soon as you contest anything that he say, he'll drop you like a bad habit, and after that, then you be like, after that, I guarantee you, the next person you be looking for love instead.
So then so I guess his topic that he introduced or brought into it would be, is money enough? Is wealth enough? Is having it all enough? Having all the finer things in life and it not be love? But I mean, I guess it depends on the individual, because I never base my love off of what a person does and how much of what they do for me is financial or materialistic or monetary. To me, I look at character. I mean, I value a person that can be honest versus a man that can lie and take me on 10 dates in 1 week. So you taking me on those 10 dates in those fancy restaurants, spending all this money buying me flowers and, you know, catering to me, that's nice. But when you lie to me, that one lie literally just overrides every date, every gift, and I'm being honest. Cause I mean, even if I put myself in a predicament and say I'm the type of female that I like my gifts. Let's say I was about all about the money, all about, you know, getting what I can get. So even if I was gonna add it from that perspective, I got this nice Bentley to drive outside, but he don't come home 4 nights a week. I know he with the other woman. I'm cool with that. Why would I be cool with that? I got a Bentley to drive. Great. You got a Bentley to drive. But you don't have a loyal man in your corner. You don't have a loyal woman holding you down. So, I mean, that's why the materialistic stuff is just that. I mean, my vibe on it is, I mean, if I ain't had it before, I'm not missing nothing that I ain't had before. If I ain't have a Bentley before, I'm not gonna miss it if he take the Bentley back. I didn't have one before I met him, so I'm not gonna miss it. I may love the drive, love the seats, love the interior, the features, all of it, great. But I'm not gonna miss it because I didn't have it before. And my motto is, I can't take none of that with me. Man, if a girl, I can't take none of it with me. No, I'm being honest.
You can't take it with you. No. But you can drive across the street. You can drive the street with it. If I catch my girl cheating on me and I'm in a Bentley, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit nicer about it if she got me a Bentley, you know. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take some of that money she give me and I'm gonna put it to the side, and when I get another, then I'm gonna leave her ass. But I'm gonna give her a pass until I get my money up.
But that's typically what.
I ain't going back to the strip club, Stevie.
You so. No, listen, and now that was gonna touch on what I was gonna bring into what we're talking about. Insta thoughts, Instagram thoughts. You know, that's like one of the biggest cliche statements. I hear it all over. I mean, you know, TV shows, media takeout, and different, you know, online gossip sites and stuff like that. I mean, Instagram thoughts, like. I mean, and that's usually their MO. And in society, they are labeled as the chicks that are out to get men with money, wealth, financial, you know, stability, and get gifts from them, cars, clothes, you know, a pension every month, or, you know, some type of shopping spree, you know, getaway, all of that good stuff. But they know they're not the only one. And they know that 9 times out of 10, not only are they not the only one, but this man isn't being honest. So even if he makes them feel like you're the only one, and I'm gonna shower you with everything that you could possibly imagine, he's still doing whatever he's doing over here. Or he's still going home to his wife, because a lot of times these Insta thoughts are targeting even husbands nowadays. It's ridiculous.
But see, what if you know what I'm saying, they saying love is not enough. So what if he really do love her, but he still love them trolls? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if he taking care of her and he want to do everything for her, and she was cool with it at first, but now she's done got accustomed to the lifestyle, and now she don't want him to do that no more. Now he looking like, I done been tricked, cause I've been getting away with this forever, and now all of a sudden now you just saying I gotta get rid of it, and he might not be ready for it. He might not be ready for that, you know. But don't mean him.
But if he really do love her, then he would do whatever it takes to prove that love to her. But then I guess it goes, and then again, you, like I just said earlier, you can love an animal, and you can love, you know, a homeless person on the street. You can love a random person you barely know. But I mean, I guess that's not enough, because if you're not in love with that person, I think that kind of can.
You know, I feel like this. Love is not enough, but I feel like if you in love with a person, you will make it enough. You know what I mean?
Now that I agree with.
You're going to figure it out both, but it's got to be both ways. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? If it's just, yeah, I love you, you love me, but y'all ain't in love, it's about to go down like Titanic. You know what I mean? For real.
But people are, I mean, and I know some people personally, they hold on to it so bad. I mean, the ship already sank 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And what do you say about those relationships that's like, they've been dead? They've been dead for as long as, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like this, you know, it all depends on if they want Jesus to bring it back. You know what I mean? But if they don't really try to go and figure it out and, you know, bring God into it and really get to know each other, because I feel like once you start separating and parting ways, you know what I mean, and this person this way and they feel this way, I feel like eventually y'all stop really knowing each other, because right now, only thing this person is annoying to you. You know what I'm saying? And that person right there, it was vice versa. So therefore, now y'all haven't even got to know the new you. But if you get to know the new you, by the time y'all come back together, you be like, do I really even know you anymore? Because you've been feuding for so long, and this person been, so now you looking at two angry people. So after that, you might not be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, but if them people want it, you know what I'm saying, like the old people back in the day, you know what I'm saying, like they didn't have as many options to do what we can do now. Like we can just, hey, I'm tired of this. I'm going on a cruise. Man, them people so poor back in the day, they couldn't go on no cruises with a significant other. You know what I mean? Like significant others right now, people they so thirsty on Facebook. Hey girl, I'll take you out right now. Wherever you want to go. Your man can't do what I do. And she was like, I'm tired of him anyway. I'm going on a cruise. And after that, she going on a cruise. And after that, she come back, or he come back, or how? Because you know it go both ways these days. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but you know.
Right. So I definitely understand what you're saying as far as, you know, us having all these options. So because of the options that we have that our grandparents didn't have and our great grandparents were not allotted, you know, it kind of gives people that sense of, you know, it devalues a person. And what I mean by devalue is I feel like it makes this person not as significant as they would have been at one point in time, because I have 5, 10 other people that can do what you won't do. So because it's 5 of you out there or 10 of you out there, then I can just choose from one of the 10 women that will do what you're not willing to do. And I honestly feel like when you get to that point, when you're parting ways and things are just kind of clashing and not working out, I just really feel like it's because, and I could be wrong, but I feel like it's because one person is really starting to change and grow. And then there's this one person that's like, why are you changing? Why are you growing? Why can't things just be the way that they were before? Like, why is things, you know, going in a whole other different direction? And that change may not, that may be a good change, and it may be a bad change. So my thing is, I feel like change is inevitable in any relationship. Change is inevitable. It's gonna happen.
But it's like this. I feel like, you know, if you in a relationship with somebody and you gonna change, you know what I mean, and that's you growing, you can't pull nobody into doing what you're gonna do and be like, just because you're not doing what I want you to do, then you're not on my level. Because at the end of the day, you came in, we came in like this, and if somebody want to change, then okay, you change. But at the end of the day, don't expect me to. And if I don't change, then you be like, well, such and such, he's over here on this thing, and this is what he do, and he's doing more like me. But at the end of the day, before you was able to make your change, I was the one there with you, developing you while you was changing. So therefore, if you got a man and you supporting him, and he started changing, and then he started going to look for something else, then that's when you know it was never real from the jump.
Right.
But if you got somebody that's with you, like, okay, well, I'm ride or die, regardless if I'm making $1 million, regardless of I'm not, then and if you not, then that's when you know you got somebody. But if somebody starts saying they can just leave you because you're not moving where they moving, and you was there while they was doing it, and you was supporting them, then you ain't never had nothing. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't necessarily say that, because I would.
Now, if you bringing them down now, I take that back. Now, if you bringing them down, then okay.
Okay, yeah. Now I agree with that. Yeah, like I said, with good changes and bad changes, it can go either way.
Yeah, true.
But honestly, my opinion on it is, as far as relationships go, I feel as though, like you said earlier, you have to be able to adapt. Yeah, so if there is one person changing for the better, don't try to pull them back down to where they were before. If you see their growth and they're expanding, and then they're trying to elevate themselves, your job is to be, to be basically holding their foot up, like, let me help you get up on this ladder so you can go to your next level. You're supposed to elevate one another in a relationship, right? Yeah, and I also feel like, because you're not necessarily up there on the 3rd ladder, you still may be on the 1st ladder, on the 1st step on that ladder. Yeah. Then you'd have to adapt to the fact that he or she is on ladder or step 3, and you're on step 1. So I think a lot of times what happens in relationships is people feel threatened. They feel some type of way. They feel insecure about that person being on the 3rd step on the ladder when they were on step 1 with them. So what they want is for them to stay on step 1 and not go to step 3. So what this person on step 3 is saying, thank you for pushing me up here to step 3. I want you to come with me. Now, you may not do it over here like Georgie Porgy. You might not do it over here like John Doe. You may come up on step 4 and 5, but the way you go about it may be completely different. Your process and my process are 2 different paths, right?
But so it's like this. At the end of the day, you know what I mean, I done had females that I done had more than, and I done had females that didn't, you know what I mean, that didn't have more than me. But you know, one thing I never did, you know what I'm saying, I motivated them. I never really, you know what I mean, like, even to this day, like, they can be like, yeah, you inspired me, even though they didn't do what I told them to do all the way. But later on in them years, we went together, but you know what I'm saying, I see it.
You saw the elevation.
Yeah, I seen them do it, you know what I mean? Right. So it was like, but it wasn't, that wasn't the reason we parted. It wasn't the reason, like, oh, you're not stepping up fast enough. That's not, I never leave nobody because they're not moving as fast as me. But what I am gonna do, I'm like, okay, well, you're not moving as fast as me, I'm gonna get this money, and then when I come get this money, you know what I mean, I'm gonna help you do what you need to do. And if I help you get this, if I give you some money and put you on your feet, and then you slack, okay, now I can put the foot in your butt, and then get rid of it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get rid of it because you ain't moving fast than me, because the way I think, I might be thinking faster than you. You know what I mean? So so therefore, everybody's process gonna kick in.
The pace is different for each person, and I agree with that. But I also feel like if that person is not moving at all in the direction that they said they were gonna move in, they made promises and stated they were gonna do certain things, and we sat down and we got on the round table and we decided this is what you're going to do and this is when you're going to do it. So we have a plan set in place. And when you start noticing, okay, we're skipping dates and things are not panning out the way that we sat and agreed and talked about. I understand that everybody has their different processes, but at the same time, you know, be a person of your word, because it falls back into character. It's like your word is bond. Your word is gonna hold more weight than anything you can do.
I done hear somebody come at me with that and say the same thing. You know what I mean? But, and to me, I'm like, I am. But I'm not doing it the way that you do it. You know what I mean? But the way that, but it's like this. You can't plan something for me. You know what I mean? If it's like you saying this for us, but the plan is really based off of what you want. You know what I mean? So therefore, it's not based off of what I want. So therefore, I'm definitely not gonna be moving fast. I'm trying to figure out what the hell you want, because we just made a plan.
No.
Lead to this motherfucker.
No, we.
But I ain't know that.
No.
I don't know.
No, we have to.
I'm intrigued.
No, I said if we both sat at the round table and we both came up with the plan, not just me, but me and that individual, and you're asking this person, especially when you first start talking to a person, I think common sense questions like, what do you want in a relationship? What do you want out of life? Those types of things, right? So when you ask those questions and you're just like, well, you know, what do you want right now? Like, what are some personal goals of your own? And they're telling you some things that they want personally.
Oh, yeah, true.
But then their actions are not lining up with those things than which they said they want to personally accomplish.
At all?
At all.
Oh, nah, that's different.
At all. And you're just like, well, you know,
gotta get in a boot.
you said you were gonna do this, this, and this. This is what you said. I didn't put a gun to your head and say, you better do it. I'm telling you, you know, as a woman, these are my requirements. These are the things I require. And I don't ask for too much. I'm not, you know, I'm not one of those hard women to like please. But with what I'm requiring out of you being my spouse or somebody that I'm considering marriage with, I mean, this is the basic stuff. You know, it's the simple stuff. So I mean,
maybe they just weren't able to do it. You know, maybe they wanted to do it, but maybe they just weren't able to. Maybe they knew that damn well they couldn't do it in the first place, but they was like, I'm just not ready to let it go, so I'm gonna ride out till I can't ride out no more. But or maybe they, you know, maybe they just that rough.
It is a rough situation. So
yeah,
I mean, I feel like I mean,
wasting time.
Yeah,
I got
you ultimately feel like at everything you're doing that your time is being wasted, and to an extent or to a degree, they know that you love them and they know that you're in love with them, and that's why you've not left them yet or you've not walked away from the situation. Yeah. So a lot of times they'll take advantage of the fact that they know how you feel about them. Yeah. They'll ride off of that too. Because they're like, okay, I know I'm not doing what I said I was going to do, and I know I'm not doing what I should be doing. Yeah. What's required of me, but she loves me, so she's not going anywhere. She cares about me, so she's not gonna walk away. I say anybody like that is a fool. Anybody can just pack up and leave whenever they want to. You know what I mean? So it's like some people love harder than others, and I'm one of those people. Unfortunately, you know, when I love hard. It's not one of those I could just walk away from you like you never even. That's crucial. That's crucial. But I just feel like at the end of the day, if you're doing anything to a person, you got to expect that one day they're gonna get tired of it. You know what I mean? Cause it's human nature. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like, I don't care if I'm doing some dirt to a female or whatever. I expect her that this might be my last time anytime I do something. You know what I mean? Regardless of you wanting it to or not. So when dudes be thinking like that, oh yeah, I got it right there on my finger, I was like, I hear you. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. You know what I mean? So that's true. You never underestimate. Can't take advantage. You never underestimate your opponent. You know what I mean? So when you doing stuff like that, they become, when you doing dirt, your loved one becomes your opponent. And I feel like that's what's wrong with love right now. In like with the Facebook and everything, I feel like instead of us being people that's coming in and just want to love or whatever, we looking at each other right now as opponent. You gonna get over on me? Oh well. I'm gonna beat you to it. Yeah, I'm gonna beat you to it. So like, you know, and it's like at that time it's like we not really even opening up the door for love. We just be like, hey, she might be trying to get me. And I done seen what she put on Facebook. You know what I mean? So it's like, so, and you know, I be putting some crazy stuff on Facebook just because I be thinking it's funny, because I might put something on Facebook off of what I done seen somebody else put, and they be like, oh yeah, he old dirty dog. If he ever get in my inbox, I know what I'm gonna do to him. Don't even know. I just seen a girl say something like that, so I just really was playing off of what she was saying. So, exactly. But at the end of the day, it just showed you that we done got into opponents. Girls saying they want to think like men, but you ain't never heard a man say, I'm gonna think like a woman. And if we do, we not going to tell you if we thinking like you. Straight up. Right. Now we know. Y'all pretty much done told us, I'm trying to think like you. Right. You've pretty much given up the game plan at that point. But we don't think. So good luck. So exactly what do you mean by men thinking like women, and if you're thinking like a woman, not speaking on it? Like, what do you mean by that?
Nah, man. It's these days you gotta think like a woman because they trying to think like you. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, y'all was trying to think like us. We like, okay, well at the end of the day, she's still because she's still a woman. So at the end of the day, she's still gonna think like a woman after she get tired of thinking like me. You know what I mean? So therefore, you know, and eventually.
I mean, that's kind of not even a relationship if you both are kind of trying to devise ways of trying to come, get back at one another, or I'm going to get one up on you first, or before you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you back. Like, I mean, that's not really a relationship. That becomes more of, like you said before, like.
It's going to end here. Right. You know what I mean? So
become more of enemies.
But most of the time when it be like that, that's when y'all on them rocky roads anyway. You know what I mean? But at first, when the relationship first started off, no, it's like I'm thinking like a woman. It's like I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do to make her happy. You know what I mean? But after a while, she be like, when she started
stop doing the things that once kept her or what once grabbed her attention. But I mean,
you know, it just turned into y'all going at each other, or you don't trust her. So it's like, the way she be talking, that ain't how she was talking more. I gotta think like her. Maybe she doing something else. But if she doing something else, alright, that's alright.
Well, the craziest thing about it is, even when a woman is being faithful or committed, you know, and they have male friends, you have some men that are insecure, and you know they're automatically thinking that something's going on between you and a male friend.
Oh, hell no.
Unless they are aspiring to be a woman. So if it's not one of those friendships, then it's kind of like I don't trust that. You know, I don't trust those friendships. I don't trust those conversations. But I feel like for females, at least I can speak for me. You know, we can be trusting, and we can be, you know, in a situation where we trust that you are having just a platonic friendship with whomever. Right? So unless you give us a reason, or unless we see signs that are stating otherwise, you know, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
I strongly disagree.
You strongly disagree?
I'm saying that might be with you, but out of the other 99% of the women, no, they be like, I don't trust females. Y'all be the main one we be seeing. We like, I don't trust females.
But do you blame us though? Is it no different from when men are saying they don't trust other men because they know how men think and they know how men move? So that's why, it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's why most men, you know what I'm saying, like, it ain't too many of my homies gonna be around my old lady. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? If you got a possession, you gotta protect it and guard it. So it'll be like, hey, and guess what? When I come to my homeboy house and I don't see his girl, I ain't mad. Hey, bro, keep her in the room, keep her away. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I mean?
Especially nowadays, because people are a whole nother.
On the top of it, you know, I be scared. Like, I be scared. Sometimes I be scared to go around my homeboy girl because I'm like, I know I'm a loyal friend. I be like, shoot, man, I hope she's loyal. Cause she about to start looking at me, then what I'm gonna tell my homeboy? He really tell me he like her. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of society we be in.
Right.
So I don't even look my homeboy girl in the eyes, and she be like, "Hey, go ahead, what's up?" I do like this, and she be like, "Dang, you don't like me?" Nah, I just don't look my homeboy girl in the eye because at the end of the day, if you motherfucker look at me and I see a speckle in your eye, I'm like, I gotta go back and tell this man. You know what I mean? You know,
you a trip. Well, you a good friend because there are a lot of men that are like, you know, best friends, homies, road dogs, since you know they were in training wheels and pull-ups, and still turn around and sleep with their significant other, and won't speak of it and keep it on the down low, as they say, unless they're exposed or the whistle is blown and their cover is.
I don't know how I do that. Y'all try me, I'll get you back. But other than that,
see, he's so vengeful, y'all. Like, listen, I'm trying to teach this person over here.
Can't teach me. I already talk. Do what the others ain't doing to you.
No, he didn't mean it like that. He is so twisted into his advantage right now. I don't appreciate it. Nah, I'm just playing. But seriously, I mean, so then it goes back to the original question: is love enough? Because clearly, we've already discovered that finances is not enough, but in some situations, it is. You have your Instagram or Insta thoughts, as they call them. Yeah. Money's enough. Trips are enough. Gifts, fancy cars, fancy restaurants. The high-end lifestyle is enough for them. Yeah. But then you have women out here that's like, no, that's not enough. Like, I need your loyalty. I need your trustworthiness. I need your commitment. I need your dedication. I need your motivation. I need you to motivate me sometimes. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, when men talk about women, a lot of the time we're talked about in the sense of supporting our man, having our man's back, you know, being their backbone, right? So anytime women are brought up in a discussion of men, I mean, that's pretty much what's being talked about. If rather it's being talked about in a negative sense, whereas the man is saying she's not supporting me, but she's not really, you know, holding me down, she's not my ride or die, or she is holding me down, she is, you know, supporting me, she is my ride or die. I don't have to question it. I know undoubtedly she's got my back 100%. I mean, I feel as though you have to be the support to us sometimes too. Oh yeah, definitely. Men have to reciprocate what they want from the one. They can't always expect us to pour out. Yeah. Even in emotionally, mental state as well. Like, we need motivation as well. We need your support. We need to know that we're still on the same team riding together.
Yeah, and I definitely agree. You know what I mean? Because I've been in a situation where I'm like, dang, she's so strong. I forget that she ain't really that strong. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So therefore, I understand.
Right.
You know what I mean? So therefore, you know, but at the end of the day, you, like, a lot of times you don't even know it. Like, you can be going through so much that you going through. Right. You really don't really hear the other person. You hear them, but you don't. No, I can say you hear them, but you don't really feel them. You know what I mean? Right. And so therefore, when this thing is going crazy, like, you really just put yourself into what you got going on. Like, say for instance, like, if I get focused on something, you know what I mean? Like, say for instance, if I'm broke, a woman can't come and tell me I'm broke. I already know I'm broke. Only thing I'm doing is toning you out, thinking about the money the whole time. When you sit up and tell you need to get something, I'm always trying to get something. So therefore, I got to tone you out, because if I don't, I've been to mess around and went and did something I don't supposed to do, because what you telling me.
Because she's not motivating you.
No, she's telling me, and I already know. Right. So therefore, a lot of dudes is in jail right now because of that. You know what I mean? So they're like, you don't really know the kind of pressure that the man is under. I don't know one dude there. Well, it's some dudes. Yeah, I'm just lying. It's some dudes that they used to being kept. You know what I mean? But if a dude, he's not a kept man, and he's not getting motivated, he's just getting told, you done made me this promise. This is what you said you're gonna do. And he look like, I mean, I'm over here trying. I'm thinking right now, I'm trying to tone you out, because you about to make me go do something else to go get this money. And guess what? You still won't get it if I go get it and they come take it and take everything we got. Right. So it's like, it's like, it's a lot of pressure on the man to go get it. But then you got some dudes they ain't got it. They not men. You know what I mean? Right. So but the ones that is, and the ones gonna go get it, they'll go get it any kind of way, and they'll bring it back. You be like, where you got that from? You be like, oh boy. Don't worry about it. Still unsatisfied in some cases. Yeah. If they do decide to disclose how they acquired the funds, right? But if he come bring that back, and then it's still, and men know what they just went and did to go get the money, and if we bring it back and there's still no gratitude, that's when you're on the phone talking to Kanisha. The other chick, the other person. And that's a lot of times that's how it happened. And females, they would never understand that. But it's like, you done tried for this one, and she not getting it. So therefore, over here, I could have just came in there with a sausage biscuit. Matter of fact, I ain't had to come in there with nothing, and I could have left out with money. You know what I mean? Right. Because the only thing she doing is trying to take your man anyway. But it's like, I don't want her, but she definitely, she's supporting me. She's not tearing me down, and she's not throwing up in my face that I don't have this, I don't have that. Yeah. So I'm not saying that is right. I'm just saying, like, a lot of times that would be happening. You know what I mean? Right. That's what be happening. Right. Straight up. You know what I mean? Sometimes, not all the time. Right. So I mean, again, it goes back into
being the motivation, being the backbone, and not always pointing out the negative stuff. Now, a lot of men, they complain about, you know, women whining and being ungrateful, and it's kind of going along the lines of what you're saying. It's never enough. Financially, it's never enough. Emotionally, it's never enough. And in some relationships, sexually, it's never enough. So again, I mean, I just feel like with relationships, it's a real give and take situation. A lot of the people that are in this generation are really me, give me, what can you do for me? But they fail to realize that in a relationship, you have to give and you have to receive, and it's a two-way street. So ultimately, viewers, let us know what you think. You know, leave your comments on this topic. I mean, there's so much more we can kind of dive into, but I don't even think we have the time to really dive into it. Tell us what you think. Tell us your perspective. Why men, you know, feel the need to walk away, or when things are going shaky in relationships, what makes them break? What's that breaking point? What are the female breaking points in a relationship? Why is love not enough for us? It used to be enough for us back in the day, but for whatever reason, it's not now.
Cause females, men are break up. A man to leave a woman and come back. A female leave a man, she ain't coming back, and then she gonna tell everybody he want me back. So therefore, it's all a different story. He want me back, but y'all, but I'm telling you,
it depends. It depends. It depends on why that relationship was over and done with in the first place.
Y'all like that.
So comment, let us know, y'all. Again, remember to subscribe and also contribute and support our Patreon link. But this is the end of episode 3, and
episode 3.
We out.
And we're gonna do 3.5.
You are crazy. I can't deal.